Well, hello again, YouTubers. Juggernaut here. What we're going to be doing is a quick walkthrough of the new add-on called ASPIS, which can be found in the Supremacy repo. So buckle up. Take a look at this first.
I got some dirty shit to pick up at the dry cleaner. I got a tidy bitch to pick up, I got love Selena. Shawty hop up in the whip, but I ain't never seen her. Shawty love the way I whip it in a two-seater.
Once again, to do this install and demo, we are going to be using the Juggernaut build. The first thing we need to do is install the source. So we're going to go from the main menu down to File Manager. Go ahead and enter in the File Manager. What I like to do is move on over to the right. You can scroll till you find where it says Add Source. And in the Add Source, where it said for the media locations, you click on the None, and you'll want to enter this URL. I'll leave it up there for a few seconds. If need to, pause the video. Once you have this typed out, you can select None. You can move down to Name it. So I've named mine Supremacy. Click on down to OK. If everything is as the way it should, you will not get an error message. Then we can go ahead and back on out. When we're at the main menu, move down to System, and then within System, you move down to Add-ons. And in Add-ons, we are going to install from Zip. And this is where we're going to look for the name of the source you just did, which I named mine Supremacy. Go ahead and click on Supremacy, then let's install the repo. Depending on the speed of your device and the internet connection, it should take a few seconds to install. Once that is done, we move up into Install from Repository. From the repository, we're going to be looking for Supremacy, as that's the name of the repo. In the repo, we move on down to Video Add-ons, and then we select ASPIS. You're going to have to forgive me, I do not know if that's the correct way to say it, but that's what we're going to call it. So go ahead and click on it and select Install. Once the add-on is installed, you can click, if you choose, in here and go to Open. What I like to do is I like to back out to the main menu, so I can always start from a standard position in the menu system. So then we can go from here to Video Add-ons, and we want to scroll down to ASPIS, and let's see what comes up. So right off the bat, you can see we have Flicks Search, 24/7, 3D movies, 4K box sets, catch-up TV documentaries, and more and more and more. This is where you can install this on your own and explore each and every one. We will check out a couple. Let's go into 24/7. So 24/7, a lot of people like to do it. Let's go into TV shows. Here's one I haven't seen. Well, let's select Battlestar Galactica. So being that this is 24/7, that means this series is playing one episode after another. As you can see, it is playing. Let's just click on another one, just any other one. Let's go Cops. And if this one plays, I am going to test to see if you can get to the next episode in this 24/7 series by clicking onto the next. So by the looks of it, clicking onto the next does not work to advance it to the next episode, so it must be played one after another. Alright, let's back out of there. Oh, something happened there. Let's re-enter back into the add-on. 3D movies, 4K movies. Let's just see what some of the 4K. So as you can see, what this is doing is this is the metadata dialog that pops up and it's processing the metadata. After this, I'm going to quickly jump into the settings for this, and I'd like to turn this off. The reason is it makes it faster, and because I already have specific add-ons in this build, such as Wraith and Choppa I, that already do the metadata scraping. So in here, you can just press back and get to the results. Oh, it looks like they have a Real-Debrid only section as well within here. Tons of choices. All right. So what I'd like to do is, like I said, I'm going to back out. And I'm going to go down to the bottom. And in here, I'm going to go to settings. And inside here, I'm going to go to add-on settings. And basically, this is just a shortcut way within the add-on to get to if you went and you held down the OK or the menu button on the add-on to get the pop-up dialog and going into settings. And here, I'm going to disable the metadata, and I'm going to disable the metadata dialog. This here says enable. I'm going to uncheck that, so it is disabling it. And then just scroll down. Oh. OK. Got to make sure you press OK. So in here we can see we got clear cache, pairing tool, and where you can authorize your resolvers. Now the pairing tool, let's just click in here real quick. You may ask that we need to install this, which this is totally up to you. So what this does is gives you one starting point or one centralized port that you can pair yourself with these different types of add-on services. You can authorize your resolvers. There's actually a lot of information here. So I would suggest maybe installing that and checking it out. Alright, so we go ahead and back out of here. For some reason it's kicking me all the way out, so I would like to take a look at that. Maybe I'm pressing back too many times. Then, you know, they have catch-up, documentaries, kids' movies. Let's click into the live TV. Airtable TV. Let's take a look at some sports channels. I'm just going to quickly look through here. I will not spend a lot of time in here. This is a delicate area with YouTube as of late, so you can actually go in here, check it out yourself. Just at the races. I'm just randomly choosing. Let's see if something works. Well, it looks like to pull it up. Oh, and it gives a little bit of a buffer. You will not hear any audio. I mute the audio. There's lots of BT Sports, CBS Sports, Chelsea, ESPN. Let's just try one more in here. Let's try ESPN. Again, comes up a little pixelated, and then it buffers and starts to play. It is in SD, so let's just get rid of that. One thing I would like to check out is why when I press to back out of there, it's kicking me out to two menus. It's kicking me out. There's kids TV. Let's just quickly look in here and see what it has. You can see it has the different Let's just try. Again, in SD, but with animation, there's not a lot. You can get high definition. Let's try Disney Junior. One last thing in here. And once again, you will not hear any audio. I keep that muted. Let's back out of here once. Let's see where it sends me. Okay, let's get into some UK TV. Oh, it's got the ITV channels, BBC, True Movies, RT. It's quite the selection. There's 85 different channels in here. Let's check out Discovery Turbo, a popular channel. It's playing there. What else should we check out? I don't know what else to check. Let's try HBO. And this one is coming in at 1080 actually. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. So as you can see, these ones in the UK TV, I've only tried a couple. Once again, you can go check them out. Always keep in mind that that is one of the hardest things to do for free, is supplying stable IPTV channels and sources. But this one seems to have quite a few options just on its own. Oh, they tend to play really quick. Let's just check. Oh. Let's try one more. Let's try HDTV. I am flipping through these pretty quickly. Once again, you can check these out on your own. I just wanted to go through and showcase them. And then get into movies, new releases, TV shows. You can sync your tracked information up to it. And there's the sports. So that is, in a nutshell, this add-on. Pretty simple. Looks like to be really reliable. It's something new from the Supremacy repo. What I'd like to point out is I tend to go into, like I said, into the add-on itself. When you go into the add-on, go into the settings, and I like to disable the metadata and uncheck the enable metadata, which actually is disabling it. You can go into the resolvers where you can enable Debrid, which you can use that tool in order to authorize the resolvers. You can enter your own APIs if you happen to want to go that far. And just make sure always when you're done you press OK. All in all, this seems to be a good, reliable new add-on. Let's see how it keeps up under the pressure as it gets more popular. And that is it. Just a note, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you already have. I totally appreciate it. And smash that bell button so you can receive any alerts of any videos being uploaded or any live streams that we will be doing. And again, thank you.